The applause was loud enough to shake the chandelier. I stood in the back row of the ballroom, invisible in my own suit, watching my wife smile on a stage I was never meant to share. My phone vibrated. One message. From her mother. "It's better if you don't come forward. This is complicated." I looked up just as her eyes swept the room. They passed over me. No pause, no recognition. She raised her glass instead, toward the front table, toward him. Her ex sat beside her parents, already leaning back like he belonged there, like he'd always belonged there. The banner behind her read, "Vice President." I felt something go quiet inside me. Not pain, not anger, calculation. I stepped out before the applause ended. She didn't uninvite me directly, that would have required courage. Instead, it came in fragments. A calendar invite accidentally deleted, a seat reassigned, a dress code clarification sent to everyone but me, small erasures. Her parents had never liked me. I wasn't polished enough, not legacy enough. I built my life from scratch. They preferred men who came pre-packaged with history and money, like him. The ex who just happened to fly in for the celebration. The ex who suddenly knew her schedule better than I did. The ex whose name she avoided saying out loud. When I asked her, she smiled too quickly. "They wanted familiar faces," she said. "It's just one night." But betrayal doesn't arrive loudly. It arrives politely, with explanations, with soft voices that expect you to accept less. I watched her that week like a stranger. How she angled her phone away, how she laughed differently on certain calls, how her parents spoke his name freely while mine stayed absent. I didn't confront her, I observed. I've always trusted patterns more than promises. I started small, phone records, late-night numbers saved under initials, emails forwarded to a private account I didn't recognize. Then I noticed something worse, calendar entries marked dinner, board, that never appeared on corporate logs, hotel receipts paid in cash. Her perfume changed, sharper, new. Externally, I played the role, supportive husband, quiet pride, no questions. Internally, I disassembled my marriage piece by piece. I rerouted my direct deposit, copied every shared document, photographed every receipt, and then I saw it. A seating chart draft for the ceremony. Her name, her parents, his name placed beside hers, mine removed entirely. I didn't feel humiliation, I felt clarity. Because you don't erase someone you love, you replace them. The truth arrived the morning of the ceremony, an email meant for him, sent to me. One wrong click on her part. It wasn't explicit, it didn't need to be. Last night felt like we never stopped. I hate lying, but I hate waiting more. I wish today was ours. I stared at the screen while the city woke outside our window. Then I packed. Not hurried, not emotional. I folded my clothes neatly, left my ring on the dresser, placed copies of the evidence in an envelope. I booked a one-way ticket, and then, calmly, I did something she never expected. I sent a message. "Proud of you. You earned it." Then I vanished. The ceremony ended at sunset. She came home alone. The house was quiet in a way that makes your ears ring. No suitcase by the door, no lights on, no me. She found the envelope on the kitchen table, opened it, sat down. I know because she called me 37 times. I didn't answer. I watched the voicemail transcripts instead. Her voice shifted from confusion to fear to panic. When she finally understood, she stopped calling. An hour later, her mother called, then her father, then him. Silence is a weapon when you know how to use it. I broke it once. One message. You chose your audience, I chose my exit. Weeks later, I heard the aftermath through mutual connections. The board didn't like scandals. The ex didn't like being a secret. Her parents didn't like exposure. Everything unraveled quietly. No shouting, no courtroom drama, just invitations rescinded, roles reconsidered, reputations bruised. She tried to see me once, showed up where I used to work, waited. I never came. Because the version of me she erased that night never existed again. Now I live lighter. No shared calendars, no divided loyalties, no seats assigned by people who never saw my worth. Sometimes I think about the moment she scanned the room and didn't see me, and I smile, because that was the last mistake she ever made. She thought she was being celebrated. She didn't realize she was being watched, and by the time she noticed the absence, I was already gone.